What's up, YouTube? Think I've solved the mystery and why, the male female dynamic is so off balance. My theory is regular, average, everyday women ruined it for hot girls. And what I mean by that is it was a time where the hot girls had a spot. Similar to like a side piece. Like that's just part of the way shit go. But like a side chick is like a slot that somebody feels. But back in the day, you had regular girls. You had strippers. You had just the hot fun girls. You had the gold diggers. It was a lot of different groups of women. But what made the system work was you could look, the appearance kind of gave you a whole lot of clues to kind of what you was dealing with. For example, back in the day, it may be like, the car and the purses and the jewelry, that would lead you to believe like, she deal with dudes with money. And I grew up like in the real like dope boy era, so you knew who was getting spoiled. They even had a certain look. It was a real innocent look, but the actions didn't align with the look. Like they were kind of nerdy, real quiet, but they deal with the roughest dude in the neighborhood or the dude getting the most money. So it never really made sense. So that would be like the gold digger. But then you had, like I say, the stripper chicks, which back in this particular time, like those were kind of like the tricks. Like they, sold pussy, hot girls. They straight up with the dope boys, Okay. Then you had just the hot girl, which is kind of like the fun girl. She hot, she loose, and she dressed that way. You could tell back then it was like biker shorts and move some dresses. I mean, I know it's a long time ago, but I'm just saying, like, you could look and say, okay, oh girl, we could probably get some drinks, hang, and and then you had the regular girl, just a regular chick, nothing over the top, well maintained, but just a regular chick, regular little car. She ain't got eyelashes on it. She didn't wear makeup. She was just a regular chick. And those were pretty much the women that were dating back then, like they dating, probably got married, that type of shit. But see, now you fast forward to today. The regular chick, they took a whole lot of slots out. Like, and what I mean, okay, modern day times. You got a regular chick with a degree and a good job, right? She her whole life she been a regular chick, but she had a chance to study the hot girl, the gold digger. She studied them. She watched how they move. She watched how they dress. She got the mannerisms down. So now she in a position to where she can look like her, and even look in 2025, even if she was pretty her whole life, had nice big titties, just but she just had a flat booty, she can fix all that shit now. So I'm saying all that to say, you can't even look no more and tell. Like, it's impossible. You can't look and tell, and that make it terrible for the hot girl, because back then they did not let you down. If they looked a certain way, they kind of acted a certain way, you knew how shit was gonna go. They had a beautiful slot in life. They didn't fit the side girl category because they caused problems. They was foreign girls. You hook every now and then, y'all. You just what's up, and y'all get it going. But now you got regular women dressing like the fun girl, the mannerisms of the fun girl, and then when guys approach them like the fun girl, they offended. Why would you say that to me? Well, normally that, like you got on the costume of the fun girl, and when you get approached like the fun girl, you offended. But here's the catch. You like the attention. You like it. But it's offensive because it's aggressive attention. And you used to damn near being courted. But in all this being said, who should be pissed? It's the fun girls and the hot girls. They should be pissed at these regular girls. They fucked it up for them. They ruined it. They almost just by default. I'll give you an example. Let's say you live in a neighborhood that's Bloods and Crips, right? So now and we hypothetically speaking to make a point. For some reason, like the high school and the whole community, they induct a dress code that your neighborhood, your whole neighborhood, every school in your district has the uniforms are blue, right? They encourage all the businesses to have blue uniforms. How do you tell who's a Crip? How do you tell? You get what I'm saying? So when you had the tattoos before this law was inducted, but now you got tattoos and you forced to wear blue. Man, somebody could easily mistake you for a gang member and shoot at you or something because you dress like one, you look like one, and what it will ultimately do, it would take the power from the Crips. It wouldn't help them, It wouldn't help them. Not in that situation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but you get what I'm saying. But I think, with all that being said, who should be pissed and who is at fault for all this imbalance we got going? It's the regular chick trying to look like the other chicks. It's a regular chick that been shopping at Forever 21 and regular stores, H&M, her whole life, carrying nice purses, but no crazy shit. Man, you let that woman get a job with a good salary with good bonuses, man, she about to start looking just like the gold digger. She gonna go get a BMW, probably a model she shouldn't even have, like a 6 Series or something. She gonna go get all the purses and some big sunglasses. And you already know she gonna buy the most expensive weave in the whole place. So now she got big hair, face full of makeup, a $4,000, $5,000 purse, driving this car that you probably can't, who are you attracting? Who are you looking to attract? I don't get it. I don't understand it. It's like these women, they go out of their way and they put all this effort into becoming a woman that nobody really attracted to. And I can make it make sense. I mean, think about it. If let's say you're a regular dude. Let's say let's say you do well. You make $100K a year. You really don't have a lot of debt. You got basic stuff, a car note, rent, you got good savings, you're not into designer shit above good activewear. Maybe a few good pieces here and there, but that ain't your thing. and you out, and you kind of see this woman, you see her get out of a Range Rover, nice body, put together nice. She got on, big Louis purse, nice, nice little pieces. So y'all say y'all going to the grocery store. So now y'all in the grocery store, and you kind of checking her out, and she got like a basketball wife kind of look, like one of them type of women, and she on you, like giving you action, like Now, think about it. I don't know you, so all I can go off of is what I see. What I see is a bill, a headache. Just a headache is what I see. This is what I'm looking at. A headache. Damn. $1,500 car note, minimum. $5,000 purse. And see, here's what women don't understand. See, when you go get a such and such kind of car, and you wear this kind of perfume, and you carry these kind of bags, it's not that you don't like Applebee's or Chili's or the Cheesecake Factory. You look silly going in there. That's how you feel. You feel silly going in the Cheesecake Factory with a $8,000 limited edition Louis purse or a $10,000 purse. You feel silly, and that's the reality of it. Like, what I mean? Like that. Nah, your taste buds don't change when you get some money. It don't. If you like Cheesecake Factory 4 or 5, you can get tired of something, but just to say I would never, man, get the fuck out. Like, that's in your mind. But again, these women kind of work themselves right out of the game. Because again, who would sign up for that? Who? Because here's what we all know. It don't matter what a woman make. She can really make good money, but chances are, it's a good chance she's spending it all. And not only is she spending it all, she probably running up credit card debt. It's a reality. Like, like that's just the way shit go. So it's like a facade. But when you tie in with somebody and really get to kicking it with them, like you tying in with everything. And see this image that she done put up, and this big strong boss chick that man, when you peel back a couple layers, man, you looking at a woman that's drowning in debt, that just looked the part. It's just the way it is. And see, you could say what you want. Like, I'm in my 50s. I've seen it. It's nothing new going on out here. It's not. It's nothing new going on. So, in 52 years of being on Earth, I've never met a woman that was like living that high on the hog lifestyle. Jet setting, traveling, just well kept, spot going to the spa all the time, just that life. And it wasn't funded by credit cards. Not no dude. She ain't met a dude with a bunch of money, or because her salary, that's just free fall. She's spending that. She's spending that as it go. And again, I'm not saying it in a extremely negative way, because we know most people live check to check. But no, check to check won't be good enough. They're gonna get buried in credit card debt. And it's another good chance she probably got a lot of student loan debt. So it's like an illusion. But here's the thing. For any guy that's got some sense, that's been around, why would he sign up for that? Like, why would he sign up for that? Like, you dress in a manner to where would I take you? Like, where could we go? Where could we go? Because see, all these women screaming, I want this type of man, and my man got to make this. Well, see, when you get a guy like that, it's like me. I can use myself as an example. I don't eat at Applebee's and Chili's, and I don't eat there. I did, at a point, but now I don't have to eat there. So I can go to nice restaurants. So if I meet you, you got on this too little outfit. You got tattoos all up your neck, your back, your legs, some even on your face. And I like this one particular steakhouse. That's what I like. That's where I go when I do go out. And I want to take you. Like, I'm hungry, you hungry. Like, how can I go in there with you? How? Because, see, you can, don't nobody want no child. I got to tell you, hey, put on something appropriate. Nah, man. Who want to deal with a woman that you have? That's like a woman dealing with a man that she got to tell to take a shower or wash up or hey, man, look presentable today. Because she know normally you're not going to be presentable. That's how a lot of these women are. Like, most dudes, like, say they boss was having something and just they chumming up and he like, hey man, what you doing after work? And well, it ain't a lot of wiggle room. And like, oh nah, I don't got a lot going on. And he said, hey man, I'm gonna throw some steaks on the grill. You and your lady stop by, but you probably gotta come, straight after work. Maybe have your girl meet you there because the kids got a baseball game at 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, I don't know. So, you gotta call your girl and say, hey, I'm about to shoot you this address. Meet me over my boss house. We're gonna eat some steaks, drink a couple beers. Man, if you dealing with a woman that you have to tell or ask her what she wearing or you gotta be on pins and needles, wondering what the fuck she gonna have on when she show up, you got a fun girl. That's what you got, like, for real. But see, now, again, you may have a woman that was perfect for that scenario, but she done got caught up in this looking like a hot girl, looking like them. And with these young girls that's just naturally pretty, got nice bodies, what they don't understand is dudes play with them women. They play with them. They have fun with them. They actually a lot of fun. And they not looking for what you looking for. So you go transform your whole body looking like this woman that nobody want them like that. And then you got a bunch of women sitting around tomorrow, I can't believe, I'm single at this age and nobody want me. You look like a fucking hot girl. You look like especially if you in your early 30s. But what you look like is a chick that fucked off her whole 20s. Fuck with all kind of dudes. This is what you look like when you dressed all provocative, shit all up your pussy, up your ass, and tattoos all over you, and big ass eyeliner. You look like you are a reformed hot girl. And the craziest thing, they not. They actually took their 20s and got themselves together. And the minute they got their hands on a few dollars, you gonna go spend it all to look like the hot girl, the stripper, the gold digger. Because in your mind, wow, damn, that's the woman that these dudes like. No, that's the woman that these dudes play with. And why? And it's crazy that y'all can figure everything out, but that, I just don't get it. It's like you got women, man. There's nothing wrong with them. I mean, they blessed. God bless them. And they go get cut on, and like you can't make sense of it. You just can't make sense of it. And then see another thing the women don't take into account is that, men kind of like, it's almost like you got a mental, something is wrong with you mentally to like risk your life to enhance a body feature. Like, that's not normal. That ain't normal. Like, even to, we can even take it down from risking your life to put yourself through that amount of discomfort and the financial aspect of it for a feature on your body. Like, man, that's insane, man. Like, that's not normal. That's not normal. That ain't normal. Well, it may be normal to you, but guys don't look at that shit as normal. It's no way on earth that me, can't speak for nobody else, me personally, I could be dead serious. Like, this is my old lady. We, damn near live together. I'm either her pace or she that man. We rock like that. It would never, ever, ever happen with a woman that's done went and whacked up her body. The only thing that I could say that may be an exception is maybe a boob job under certain circumstances. And if it was a long time ago, okay, you didn't know no better. But like you, a BBL? Nope. It ain't nope. There's something wrong upstairs for you to go cut on yourself. Nope. It ain't no way in the world I can take you serious. No way. Can't happen. And then now you got all these complications that women didn't know about because the shit is, relatively new. Where from what I hear, like, they stink. Man, how? Man, how? I mean, how could you even look yourself in the mirror to know that you went and caused this on yourself? Something that's you can't, it's irreversible. You can't undo it. And now you got to deal with it, and it's all self-inflicted. How does somebody even feel sorry for you? How? Like, how do you meet a dude, a regular old guy, he liked you, you liked him, y'all getting close, and you damn near got to teach him how to help you care for this terrible decision that you made. Man, nobody taking you serious. Nobody. I would die alone before I dealt with a woman that someone hacked up her body, and man, it's stupid. It's stupid. It don't make sense. It's a mental illness. It gotta be. Nobody can tell me different. But like I said, I ain't gonna keep going on. I gotta get my walk in, but just some thoughts in the early morning hours.